Hello everybody, SlimKirby here, and kind of having a bit of a rip run moment right now, because, well, let's go ahead and get this started, just so I can explain what exactly happened. So, today, we're going to take on the final challenge of Pokemon Stadium, because once you beat all the cups in Stadium mode, and once you beat all of Gym Leader Castle, you unlock this little guy up here. This is Mewtwo, the 150th Pokemon of the Pokedex, and the most rare, the most legendary Pokemon of the first generation. The most powerful Pokemon in the game. Well, we've come this far. We've battled trainer after trainer after trainer with so many of our Pokemon. We persevered. The least we can do is take on this last remaining challenge. Okay, so here's the problem. Normally what I'd do here is I'd hit battle and I'd go to my register team. However, as you can see, it says I have 0 sets registered. That is because Versus Mewtwo is a different mode altogether from Gym Leader Castle and Prime Cup. So because of that, it doesn't have my Pokemon Blue team saved on here. Which wouldn't be a problem. I could just very easily get my Pokemon Blue cartridge and put that in my N64 Game Boy Transfer Pak and, you know, just register them again like I did before. The problem is, my transfer pack is not working. I tried for 30 minutes to try to get it to work. It was already very finicky, and it was finicky to the point where it's like, if it's not in the right way, it just won't register or read it at all. And then if you keep trying to play around with it, even if you just move the controller very slightly, it'll just lose connection to the transfer pack. So I don't know if it's finally completely broken, but regardless, I can't actually register my team right now, which is a huge bummer because I really wanted to do this with my Pokemon Blue team. I feel like that team would have been the best equipped for this battle anyway. But once again, I'm gonna have to stick to rentals because I'm gonna need a new transfer pack at the very least. That may not even be the only problem. There could always be the case where my Pokemon Blue cartridge could always break down in the future. I have no idea. I have no idea what's going to come of that, so at least for this, I'm going to use rentals because, well, there's not much else I can do. I don't want to prolong this any longer. I want this done before the end of the year. So I'm going to go ahead and attempt it. It's going to be a tricky fight, I'm sure, but I don't exactly have any other options right now. So yeah, I do apologize for this. I hate technology sometimes. Even simple technology like plug this in and everything works doesn't always work sometimes. As things get older, you know, things wear out more. It was already really janky as it was, so yep, that's just kind of what we're gonna have to deal with here. So let's go ahead and jump right in here and see what this battle's all about. We can use rentals, and I believe we can use every Pokemon in the game, so it's just a matter of coming up with a team that I think will be able to do the job just fine. So naturally, we have to have Magikarp on our team. Let's be real. We have to have Magikarp. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna just pick this really quickly off camera. I will see you guys in just a minute. Okay, I think I'm done here. As you can see, I have a Ditto on my team. The reason why I have a Ditto is we are facing the most powerful Pokemon in existence. So, what better strategy than to just copy it? And that's why I have Ditto. I also have a couple of Paralysis Pokemon, namely Electrode and Magneton. Literally, they're just there to paralyze Mewtwo, kind of give it a little bit of a rough time, and then I can, once I get it paralyzed, or once it uses Rest, because yes, the Mewtwo does know Rest, I can switch over to Ditto and start, you know, kind of getting the upper hand, at least to start with anyway. So I think that's going to be my plan here. It's going to be pretty much a war of attrition, I think. So, yeah, let's see how we're going to do. So, let's start this. Okay, and the game is actually allowing us to use all 6 Pokemon, so that is interesting. That is nice that we do have kind of that option. And yeah, let's do this. We also get quite the stage set up here. Really, really cool looking stage. So let's immediately use Thunder Wave to paralyze this guy. Like I said, he does have Rest, so Rest is going to do... It's going to basically take the paralysis out of the equation. But we could also get lucky. We could get lucky with maybe he doesn't even get the Rest off because it's paralyzed. Because it is a move. He could always fail his Rest, so that is something that could come into our favor. Electrode does immediately go down, though. Does not surprise me, because Mewtwo has super high special. Let's be real. He has super high special. So, because of that, he's going to be dealing a lot of damage. So, if our Pokemon don't have the highest special as it is, it's going to wreck us. And he got a critical hit, too, which is another thing that just kind of messed me up right there. So, I am going to switch to Mewtwo here. He gets another Psychic out. Not very effective, but it still hurts. I could opt to use a different move. I do have less moves, though, as a Ditto, so that is one negative here. I'm not going to have as many attacks as my opponent will have. But I can definitely dish out some damage, at the very least. Actually, I maybe should have went for Blizzard. Because this is not going to be very effective. And look, even regardless of what he did to me, because he did not do very much damage to me, he, like, still did more damage with his Psychic than I did with mine. So that's another aspect of this fight that's going to be really annoying. And yet, here we go. He gets the Rest off. So, I'm going to hope that maybe I can take advantage of this time that it's sleeping. Blizzard did do quite a bit of damage, which is nice. And it's going to be asleep for another turn. If I get a crit, that would be really, really nice. I'm going to keep on going. Because it woke up again. Oh my god! Well, it's not over yet. I mean, let's be real. It's not over yet. I'm gonna hope maybe it could be, though. It used Blizzard. Oh my god, if I don't get frozen, I might have this. Well, you know, it wouldn't be a Pokemon playthrough without that happening. Let's be real, guys. Would not be a Pokemon playthrough, and it's gonna still use Psychic, though. I kind of question this move. Because that would have been a good time for him to rest. It really would have been. Because I do have one fast Pokemon with me in the form of... I thought I selected Dodrio. But no, I apparently selected Doduo. Okay. Whoops, I did not mean for this to happen. Well, maybe we can finish it with a Doduo. I don't know. I just now realized that it was a Doduo now, too. Okay, it does get the attack first. Now, if it does critical, I'm pretty much screwed. Let's be real. But I don't think it is. I still died, though, because Doduo does not have great special. Oh, this Mewtwo is really trying to prolong this. Yeah, Snorlax is obviously going to be way too slow. Magneton I feel like Poliwhirl still might be faster than Magneton. I should have actually brought someone who had Quick Attack or something. That may have been a better move. Let's just use Surf, I guess. Still opting for the no rest strats. Wow, that takes me down too? Ooh, man, I'm not liking the way this is going. I don't think Magneton can survive this. It's all because I got frozen solid, let's be real here. That freeze came at a really, really bad time. As it often does in this playthrough, let's be real. Okay, let's... I could use Metronome and hope for a quick attack, but I'm gonna go Takedown. He's still gonna use Psychic. Snorlax will resist a little bit of this because of the bulky tank that he is, and this is gonna put the final nail in the coffin here. Mewtwo is done thanks to Snorlax, and definitely not thanks to Doduo at all. Hashtag Doduo did nothing. There we go, guys. Pokemon Stadium is done. And I believe we're going to get the credits here. Yeah, I think we are. So, that's pretty much going to do it for Pokemon Stadium 1. Again, barring the future status of my Transfer Pak, which honestly I'm going to need for round 2. Because when I said that I need to create teams for this game, I think with round 2 you definitely have to. I somehow made it through with rentals, and I'm sure it could still be done in round 2. But, my god, it's a lot harder, because round 2 is basically just a giant step up from round 1. Even to the point where, like, the Pokeball and Great Ball Cups for both Prime and Poke Cup will even give you challenges. So, I feel like the Transfer Pak is going to be a huge necessity for me, and something I am going to need if I want to finish up this project properly. I'm going to go ahead and just say that right now. However, I do want to remind you guys, for those who watched this project back in the old days, I did say that my basic idea for this game was to, you know, my initial idea, the very first idea I had for this game was to go through the game with my Pokemon Blue team, then create custom teams for the rest of round 1, and then in the future sometime I would do round 2, like on stream or something like that. I believe those were my exact words. You can go back to that old project and even listen again. I definitely said that. The only thing is, coming back for the rest of round 1 took a really, really long time for me to do. So, as far as right now is concerned, I'm going to go ahead and say that this project is completed. And if I do come back to it, it's going to be, yes, basically in the form of those streams I talked about, because that's what I initially promised, that's what I told you guys I was going to do, and I think that'd probably be the best way to do it again, because, let's be real, let's be extremely, extremely real here. It's going to take a long time to get all those teams set up. And doing this project in the way that I did, while it worked and it was successful, it's very repetitious. It's a lot of doing the same stuff over and over and over again. I essentially have to do basically the whole 8 badge system for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 cups, and then you also have Gym Leader Castle on top of that. It's a very, very repetitive process. And I feel like streaming could make it a little more interesting just because of the nature of streaming. So I feel like that would be a necessity. I could even do like sessions of the game where I could even like grind and kind of get my teams ready on stream, like before that even happens. So it's something I can kind of do with you guys. You guys did give me a lot of suggestions and things to think about for those teams, and I thank you for those. I have a document where I have a lot of those suggestions, so we can definitely see that in the future. So I'm definitely not ruling any of the things you guys suggested. The transfer pack not working now literally did not really affect my future plans at all. Just in the sense that I'm going to have to do this later until I get a new transfer pack, which shouldn't set me back too far. Like, I can just probably go on Amazon and find one or something. But still, I really was not expecting that. So here we are back on the main menu here. As you can see, we have a Stadium Switch button. And this is basically how you switch between round 1 and round 2. Let's go to round 2 and actually see what's changed. It's literally dark outside now, and you still have the same options, you still have the same map layout. Nothing's really changed about that. But if you go to Stadium mode, for example, yep, it looks like we have no progress again. So we literally have to do the same thing over again, just on a higher difficulty curve. Actually, hold on. There is something I want to check out really quick, because I am curious as hell. I'm going to go to Prime Cup round 2. Going to select Pokeball. Let's look at registration. Okay, my team is still here, so I don't have to do the whole thing again with round 2. And yeah, like I have my initial team here. My initial team is still untouched, and I can still use them for both Prime Cup and the Gym Leader Castle. Let me verify I can still use them for Gym Leader Castle too. I'm pretty sure I can. Yep, I have it registered here too. So at least this happened. At least I could still essentially do this. But I think I'm still going to put a hold on this, just so I can get some other teams created, so I can at least attempt the other cups, because I'm going to really need some good team members, and rentals are probably not going to cut it for this mode. But yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about. I know this is going to be probably a short video with a lot of me talking as opposed to doing much gameplay. But again, there's not really a lot I have to show here, because this is literally the same thing. We have the Dodrio Game Boy, like I talked about in the last video, but that's really about it. I think if you go to the Victory Palace, you can still see all the Pokemon still. Yeah, there's Dratini. Okay, so yeah, we still have all our Pokemon saved still. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for at least this round of Stadium. But I do want to thank you guys for joining me. Honestly, I did have a lot of fun doing this. The later rounds got tough, but it did feel good to actually come out on top, even if a lot of the matches were kind of solved by RNG. I mean, just the end of Poke Cup Master Ball, those last 2 battles were just insane. The counter strats from Kadabra, of all things, followed by the huge war of attrition against the final trainer. Just that entire battle was a thing to watch and behold. So if you skipped that part, do yourself a favor and go back and watch it, because that was huge. That was a huge turnaround. But yeah, that's all I got, guys. Honestly, I'm glad I came back to Pokemon Stadium 1. I do want to continue with more of this game. But if I do, it's going to be in the form of streams. And if I do stream it, I will go back and upload those streams to YouTube and attach those streams at the end of this video. As far as I'm concerned, though, I did all I set out to do with the YouTube playthrough. And yeah, I appreciate all the suggestions you guys gave me for teams that I could use in round 2. I'll start thinking about when I want to start working on those. And honestly, for any of my stream viewers who watch me regularly on stream and you also enjoyed this project and you want to see more, definitely keep in mind of that. Like, don't pester me non-stop about it. Don't ask me every stream, hey, you want to do Pokemon Stadium Round 2 team grinding? Like, don't do that every stream, but, you know, every now and then, if I'm, like, talking about, like, something I want to do on stream, or if I'm looking for ideas to stream, you know, kind of bring that up again, because Pokemon streams have always been fun to do on my stream channel as well, so that could be fun to kind of work on that, on the, other side of things. So, you know, just giving some options out there. But yeah, it was great finally fulfilling a promise to you guys I made so long ago. I'm sorry again that it took so long, really. There honestly shouldn't be any excuse, because I had every intention of actually working on it during the following year, but there was so much going on. I think that was around the time I was going to Germany, to see Fire Kitty back in the days. So because of that, you know, I just kind of lost track of time. When I got back, I started getting involved in a lot of other things, and it just never really happened, so I never really got back to this. And I guess one more loose end to talk about, since I have essentially finished Gen 2 by this point, is you guys are probably also wondering about Pokemon Generation 2 for Pokemon Stadium 2. Stadium 2 will be in the works as well, but I'm going to be quite honest with you guys, I don't want to tackle Stadium 2 until I am completely done with this game. So I'm not going to say Pokemon Stadium 2 will never happen. It may take a while before it happens, but I am interested in doing it, just not until I finish everything I want to do with this game, because I just don't want to start Stadium 2. There's going to be probably a long wait in between the two rounds. And then I just don't want to leave you guys on so many cliffhangers, especially while two of the same cliffhanger projects are going on. So I have no plans soon to do Stadium 2. But it is on my mind. It is something I've thought about. But it's just not going to be right away. It's not going to be anytime soon. So please, just kind of keep that in mind. Let me not only finish this game, but also let me, like, once I finish the game, also get a huge, like, breath of fresh air from just the idea of being done with this game. So that's pretty much it. I think I've said probably way more than I even needed to. And this video is probably going on very long for a very short gameplay, followed by me talking nonstop. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that. Thank you guys for, once again, watching this. This was a lot of fun to go back to. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the future for more Pokemon stuff. If you want to expect something else on my channel related to Pokemon, the next thing I'm probably going to do is Pokemon Gen 3. And that's not going to happen in 2018. I'm going to go ahead and say that right now. It's more than likely going to happen in 2019. So Gen 3 will be on the horizon. Not anytime soon, but I am getting that planned out. And with how fast time goes, that's going to be here faster than you know it. You just have to go through another year of SlimKirby project. And there's going to be a lot of SlimKirby projects next year as it is. But I'm not ready to tackle the beast that is Gen 3 just yet. But I will in time, do not worry. So yeah, that's it for me. I've said that like 3 times now, but that's it. I'm done. This has been SlimKirby. Thank you guys for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. Later, folks.